Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna do a kind of tip video. I will give you some tips how to make your washing life easier. So a lot of you have problems with washing because it takes a lot of time out of our day, and it did to me too, and I thought, what can I do to make it easier and better and more efficient? So I'm gonna share with you 5 tips. 5 tips that have helped me a lot in my personal life. And here we go with the first tip, guys. First tip is called soaking. Well, I know that for a lot of you, having eaten something, after that you want to chill and everything, so you just drop the plate in the sink and you don't do anything. Well, that's a mistake. Just think. If you have something with food on its bottom and you leave it here, then the food is gonna stick. It's gonna stick and then it's gonna be really hard to take off. What's that? It's a loss of time. We don't want that. So basically what we do is, as I come here and I drop my plate, I just do this for 2 seconds so that some water goes to the bottom so that it soaks everything and everything becomes like lighter and easier to get up later. Another thing to add here is, who is your best friend in the kitchen? For a lot of years I thought my best friend was the water or this, the sponge or this, whatever. But lately I've realized that this is my best friend. I don't know how it's called. I would marry it if I was a sponge. But I want to say that with this, I've saved so much time. Stains, even if you don't soak the thing, stains can just go away so easy with this, and then washing becomes like a matter of seconds. So if you follow both advices, both soaking and this, even the most difficult stains will take you seconds to clean. So that takes us to tip number 2, guys. Tip number 2 is about your head. I know a lot of you have a lot of things to wash, and I don't know if actually you have this kind of setup in your kitchen, but if you do, it's very convenient to actually lean your head on it while you're washing. Look at me. I already feel like washing is so much easier. Let's go to tip number 3. Tip number 3 and 4 are going kind of together because they're both about cutlery. I have talked to a lot of friends and they've all told me that cutlery is like the worst thing to wash for them. Well, I'm gonna change that for you guys. So, suppose we have these to wash, right? I have some spoons, I have some knives or forks, I have some knives. So, my first tip for you is take a plate outside of the washing stack and place all your cutlery here. All of it. And also you can put like these type of stuff, you know, which is kind of cutlery. So we put everything here so that it's clear what we have. I used to put everything in glasses so that they take less space, but actually you need them out here to make your plan of how you move forward. This I call stacking. So after this we go to tip number 4, guys, which is after we've stacked our cutlery, as you can see here, I split them into types. So I have my forks, I have my spoons, I have my knives. And then I take 2 or 3 of each type and I wash them all together. This is actually what I said in the first video, but let's see it again. I just take all 3 of them and do what I would do for one of them, but for all 3. Amazing. I've already saved 2/3 of the time on the stack. So that's tip number 4. You can do everything like spoons and forks. With knives, it's a bit tricky. It depends what kind of knives you have. If you have the knives that this sticks on the knife, you cannot really do it. But if the knives are nice and sleazy, you can actually do stacking with the knives as well. And having these, with these last 2 tips, we see that we get rid of all the cutlery, and after we get rid of it, we can wash the rest of the stuff. So this takes us to tip number 5, guys. Tip number 5 is like a tip for after washing. It has helped me a lot when I have a lot of things to wash. So little space to put the dishes and the cups and everything. So I will tell you for each one what is the best position. So if I have a space like this, and I guess most of you have space like this because it's very common. First I put the small ones in front. Then you put the plates with the biggest slope after that. You can stack as many as you want. Then you put the plates without slope, the linear plates, you put them behind those. So already I have saved all this space. It's the best optimization. Then the pans, you can take advantage of the gravity and the pressure there. So it doesn't have to take all the space here by being like this. I can just put it like this and take only the vertical space. And then all things like this that are just a surface you can put in the back. And of course whatever is left, like the cups and these, you can put in the betweens. But the thing is, when this whole thing fills up, if you have done your plates, because you should have been done with your plates, then you're left with these or more cups. You can actually put them on top, because these have a good stabilization method. And you know that if I try to put a plate here, it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna fall or whatever. So you don't want that. In your kitchen, you wanna be calm. You're gonna be calm and ready for whatever comes in your way. So that's all of my tips for you for washing. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope your washing life is a little bit easier now. Saving time to anything in our life is actually what we strive for as humanity, at least me. And this saves a lot of time, hopefully. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more videos like this. Like, and Google Plus, and Twitter, and Facebook, and good luck. Spoons, so I'm just gonna get out later. So that takes us to our second tip, guys. No, later. Also about that, later. Okay. Later. Another thing to add. When we have our cutlery, put all the cutlery inside. This is called stacking. It's where we stack our cutlery. To wash the things, we can wash the cutlery separately, and we can wash the cutlery separately. So when we step number 4. So this takes us to this takes us to tip number 4, guys. That takes us to tip number 5, guys. And so that takes us to tip number